Bush on the beat.
Right, 18 August 2025, and today we're taking a slight break from the M31 Zimbabwe program so that I can address the breaking news that is taking place in Zimbabwe, particularly in Harare. And I know most of you would like to know what is going on, and until this is solved, we're going to be on top of it. This is one of the most important cases because security has deteriorated in Zimbabwe. Under Mnangagwa, the police are failing to address security concerns of the citizens. And particularly, if something happens to you in Zimbabwe, the perpetrators are unlikely to be apprehended. As we speak, robberies that have been taking place around the country are not solved. So there's not a single robbery that has been solved. And around Harare, numerous robberies are taking place. And these are also not solved, with the biggest theft being of $500,000 in cash that was stolen in the Harare CBD in the past 3 months. So robberies have been taking place. And then the next largest robbery was $176,000 cash that was taken from a car in Rua, the same area where Mutangaz was killed last night. So let me now take you through the latest information we've got. And this is to do with the late businessman Mutangadura, who was killed last night. And particularly, a motive is proving to be elusive. The actions of the robbers are not normal. What they did when they arrived, the attack that they did was a targeted attack. They wanted to kill. They were there for other things, but particularly they were there to kill. And they wanted to kill this businessman. When they arrived, they had an intention of going into the bedroom where Mutangadura was sleeping. They went directly to him and they shot him. As soon as they saw him, they shot him dead. And then they left. As it stands right now, it is not clear if any money was taken, because according to eyewitnesses or people who were in the house, he pleaded with the murderers to be allowed to take them to money, where the money was, but they did not want to listen to what he was saying. He told them that his money was in the abattoir, but they did not want to go to the abattoir with him. And they shot him dead right inside his bedroom. And so the motive then becomes, was it a robbery or was it something else? This man was extremely private. If you look online, you will not be able to find any video or footage or online content with him, although he was running an entertainment business. Obviously, this is going to emerge because he worked with multiple musicians. So top musicians like Alec Macheso, Ja Praiser, all these musicians worked with Mutangaz. They worked together. He also supported their careers. Some of them lived at his premises. So over 400, 500 people lived at his premises. Now, the question is, who is he? What could have caused the robbers to come here? He has been operating for a long, long time. What caused yesterday to be the day? And why the violence and murder? And a political motive is starting to emerge, and we're going to confirm this. I'm doing this so that you guys can understand both angles. That is the crime angle and the political motive. The longer this goes unsolved, the more the political motive becomes much more of a possibility. So who is Mutangadura and who is Mutangaz, as they called him? He ran Mutangaz hideout and Mutangaz Panyama, among other multiple businesses, sausage manufacturing, meat, restaurant, wedding venue. Who is he and who is he connected to? So first and foremost, it has emerged that Mutangadura was employing mostly people from Hwedza. So most of the guys were at his site. according to people that were talking to journalists today, were from Hwedza, the same area as General Chiwenga, who is the vice president of Zimbabwe. So he is connected to Hwedza because that is his home area, according to the links that have been established. He's also from Hwedza. Secondly, he is a strong supporter of the Catholic Church, and Chiwenga is also a strong Catholic. So Chiwenga is a direct or one of the biggest Catholic, well-known Catholics in Zimbabwe. So those are two links. However, there is a third and the most interesting connection. So one of the young men that we interviewed today revealed that Mutangadura had a close relationship with the late Solomon Mujuru, General Solomon Mujuru. So these two were connected. I don't know how they were connected, but the young man mentioned that when he was very young, 25 years ago, General Solomon Mujuru sent him to Mutangadura, and he has been working as a site manager for Mutangadura for the past 25 years. So now we have three political links. That is two to Chiwenga and one to the late General Solomon Mujuru, who died mysteriously in a fire which burnt him at his farmhouse. So Mujuru was killed in his farmhouse, and now we have Mutangadura dying also in a hail of bullets. So this is what we have. I don't want to make a lot of it. It's information that I'm providing you so that you know, because a motive is becoming elusive. How much was taken? Why were they there? And why the violence? And also the link with Hwedza, where Chiwenga comes from. The link to the Catholic Church, was a big supporter of the Catholic Church, funding many church constructions, paying school fees for many children, supporting old women in the neighborhood, and also around Hwedza. He was supporting a lot of old women over there. So very close. It's unlikely that Chiwenga didn't know him, given his work in the Catholic Church and the prominence that he's got. However, the link to General Solomon Mujuru, which goes back to 25 years, is extremely interesting, and we're going to be exploring it. How were they connected? Is he a war veteran? Did he fight in the war? This is going to come out. You're going to see this within the next few days. And as I said, I don't want to make a lot of this. I don't claim to know what is going on. What I know is that security has deteriorated in Zimbabwe. If something happens to you, if you are robbed, if someone kills you, if you're in an accident, you are on your own. So you need to take care of your own security and don't leave it in the hands of the government. They're not capable. And this has happened here. It has shocked the community. Over 500 people directly impacted by this man and his businesses. Besides the customers, we're just talking about people that work for him. He was a massive businessman with 9 children overseas and more children locally. And currently his wife, she is in hospital at Rua, or they've moved to Eden Hospital now at Windsor. So they are still in hospital. She was beaten up during the robbery or during the attack, but they particularly went there to kill him. The moment he opened the door, they shot him dead. And his pleas to get more money for them at the abattoir, they ignored it. They didn't want to hear. All they wanted was to kill him. So just understand the links I've given you from Hwedza, a Catholic, all these very close to Chiwenga, was also from Hwedza, and also a Catholic. But the link to General Solomon Mujuru, which goes 25 years back, was established today during the interview when one of the site guys mentioned that he was sent by General Solomon Mujuru to Mutangaz to work there, and he has been working there for the past 25 years. So the link is there. Let's see if he is a war veteran, if he's going to be declared. So obviously, if he's a war veteran, he's going to be declared. But very interesting, we're going to see what happens tomorrow. The police failing to link a motive to the murder. They have not said how much money was taken. There's no link to how much was at the abattoir. Where does he keep his cash? There's a Stanbic Bank, according to my understanding, over there, which means they probably bank on a daily basis. So we have a lot more to understand regarding this case. Very, very important. And like I said, this is going to be very interesting. And as the week goes, we're going to get to understand much, much more. All right. I think I've covered everything. It's 10 minutes. Let's take a break for now. I'll see you guys in the morning. And as I said, I'm sorry, we're going to take a break from the M31 Zimbabwe program today. We've covered almost everything. And we're going to be proceeding within our groups. And then we'll do a lot more media when these kind of breaking stories come. I would like to thank all of you for watching. Let's look if there's any comments. So are you saying Chiwenga killed Mutangaz? No, Andrew, I'm not saying so. I'm saying he's linked to Chiwenga by origin and by church. They are all from Hwedza. He's also a devout member of the Catholic. He donated a great deal of money to the Catholics. And he is also linked to General Solomon Mujuru. Don't forget about that link. The most important link is his link to General Mujuru. He hated publicity. You can barely see any media or video of him. He was a very secretive guy, not public. Even pictures of him, if you Google, they're hard to come by. So he's not a person that was out there. Very, very well done, good business, multiple successes, 500 employees, but you won't see him in public. He is almost a ghost. That is what I'm saying here. And remember, we're looking for a motive. It was not money. He said to them, let me give you money, which is sitting in my abattoir. And they do not want it. They just wanted to kill him. Okay. You stopped analyzing the Lungu case. Are you tired of it? Yes. The Lungu case is going nowhere. Kapila is dead. They might just as well do whatever they like. I would like to thank all of you for watching. It's amazing, and thank you for your support. I'll see you again tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. as we give you the trending news from across Africa, Zimbabwe, and the rest of the world. Thank you very much, and a good night.